Bedwars wouldn't be the game that it is if it wasn't for the items. Otherwise, it would just be a bunch of people fisting each other. Wait. This can range from the simple items like blocks to simply get around to the multi-purpose items like fireballs. Millions of years of evolution have led us to this moment, and what has it netted us? Probably the most useless item in the entirety of the game. So obviously there's no point in describing simple items like a wooden sword or leather armor or anything like that. Ignore the guy typing out the whole alphabet in the chat down there. What I want to pay attention to here today is this funny little tab, the rotating items tab. Now I have paid attention to this before in the past with like items like the Charlie the Unicorn, which was a good amount of fun, but it doesn't compare to the items we're going to be talking about today. So we have the Mystic Mirror over here. Nobody cares about the Mystic Mirror because it's actually like useful, kind of sort of, I guess, but I want to pay attention to this thing over here, the block zapper. Not to be confused with the skyblock item or anything like that. This is a totally original idea, never been done before. So what exactly is the block zapper? Well, you take your block zapper, you right click on the block, and that's about it. It breaks the item. Very, very riveting stuff. Now it does specify that it has to be a player placed block, so you know, you can't just go around and just, you know, grief the map or anything like that. It's not a thing you can do, unfortunately. Now what would be the use for an item such as this? Well, a perfect situation for this would be the situation that I'm in right now, where you're being chased by some guy and you really need to destroy his bed or anything like that, and please don't hit me. Oh, we are safe, we are safe, we are safe. How are you still on my... Nope. That didn't work. Welcome to Bedwars. It's a great old time playing some Bedwars here. Okay, but enough dilly-dally, enough horsing around, enough tomfoolery. If we're going to figure out what the purpose of this item is, because surely there has to be some type of relevant game-wise purpose or whatever that the admins have to create this item, because otherwise, why would this item even exist in the first place? Like I said, this is probably the most useless item in the entirety of the game. The only case study or point that I can see for this item having a purpose or whatever is if you're too lazy to buy a diamond pickaxe and you just want to zap away the block. That's like the only whatever case point where you would ever need to use such an item. But even then, if you're like whatever, if people are using obsidian, then they have something that is over said obsidian, like, you know, endstone and glass and all that type of stuff. I guess the point would be right here where I don't have to buy a pickaxe, but a pickaxe is 10 iron, so it's not like I really save that much, you know, time or money or anything like that. Okay, can you please die? I would really appreciate it if I don't lose. Maybe we can use it on this guy. Watch this. We're gonna zap away his blocks. You have no blocks anymore. I took them. I zapped away your blocks, and now he's probably confused. Like, what? He's hacking. He's just gonna encase me. Okay, right now would be a great time to have the block zapper. Thank you for your cooperation. This guy's diamond armor here, and he has a very sharp iron sword. This is not looking super good for me here, but you know, we have the power of the block zapper. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go and see if he makes any kind of mistakes. You know, maybe he's gonna bridge over to me, or maybe he's gonna, I don't even know where he went. Did he fall off? No, he did not fall off. Okay, we're just gonna block zap this. We're gonna block zap his whole defense as I died. That did not... This guy just kind of like ignored me. I was standing right here and he just walked past me. That is extremely rude of you. You didn't even have like the primal urge to just start fighting me and beating me up. You just okay, I don't know. This game has been a very weird game. I killed the aqua guy somehow, and we're doing exclusively, I don't even know. I'm probably gonna die here really quick. Oh, there's a gray guy over here. No, please. That's a block zapper. You know, a lot of people would attribute that loss to skill, but I'm going to blame the block zapper. I had my hotkeys for 3 because that's where my fireballs always are, if you've seen any single one of my videos, and they weren't there. The block zappers trolled me. It was completely the block zapper's fault. It wasn't my own, and if the admins didn't add such a stupid item, then I wouldn't have died. That's the only logical explanation for that whole sequence of events. Only reason I lost. Okay, so we have the intense 1v1 here against Waffle Nation. I'm gonna place a block right here, and it's just gonna block him off, so now he doesn't feel the need to go up and fight me or anything like that. We're just gonna keep on blocking him off. You know, that's what we need to do. We're gonna place all these blocks here, and when the time comes, we're gonna go down and we're gonna use the block zapper, and we're just gonna ruin his hopes and dreams. Or we're just gonna go down now and just fight him, or we're just gonna completely miss. That is immaculate aim. 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, the precision of that aim. I died. As they say, double it and give it to the next person. You think you have blocks? Nope, those are actually blocks that I destroyed. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Without the without the block zapper's help, that would not have been possible. You see, you thought that you could block me off, but I had block zappers, so I didn't even have to worry. I mean, the same thing could have probably been done with the shears, let's be totally honest, but you know, it was exclusively the block zapper that caused us. Ooh, am I gonna go down? Ooh, am I gonna go down? Yes, I'm gonna go down and fight, and hopefully this time we can learn how to aim on the person. If you want to do PvP, you have to actually click on the player instead of not looking at him. That is one of the things that you learn in PvP 101. It is time for the final 1v1. What is his plan? What is his plan? He thinks he's safe because he's got blocks placed over him, but little does he know that I have the block zapper. We're gonna go around over here. Oh, don't do that. I was hoping that there would only be like one block of clearance down there so I could block zapper him down. That would be hilarious, but it's not a thing that the world is letting me do. Okay, you have nothing over here, so I'm just gonna hit you off that way, and goodbye. I did that without the assistance of the block zapper. Once again, completely useless item. This guy thinks he can delay the inevitable. Nope, not gonna happen. You have all the emeralds, and I don't really want to fight some guy that has all the emeralds and a bed. The least we can do is get rid of the bed for the rest of the game, and then we're going to infect him with the cursed nature of the whatever these are, the block zappers. So we're gonna meander our way over here. Okay, that was wow, that probably hurt a lot, just a fireball right to the face, but I do have 7 block zappers in tow, so hopefully this is going to be enough to take down this guy here. This is a very risky fireball jump. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I did not make it. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. There's a guy invisible over here, but I see him. I see those footprints. You can't not make it. Once again here, the only logical conclusion that can be made was that it was the entirety of the block zapper's fault. You know, I am one for accountability, and I have the accountability to blame the block zapper with all of my problems, which is why I'm gonna buy it again. Okay, so the blue guy over here, he got the diamonds, he got the stuff, but I have the block zapper. So who's the real winner here? See, oh my gosh, I made that block clutch like an absolute god. Can you get off the map? Thank you very much. Wow, that was extremely smooth. That was, wow, that was almost flawless. Burrito boy was glazed in barbecue sauce. Ooh, we're good. We are good. We are good. Oh my gosh, that was dangerous. That was dangerous. That was very, very scary. Very, very not good, scary things. Hello. Hello. Can you just get punched off? Thank you very much. That was extremely nice of you. So we're here at Red's base. He's got some stuff. Oh, you got endstone? Yeah, I don't care about that. I have the block zapper. I don't have to buy a pickaxe. I'm not going to take up valuable inventory space with the stupidity of a pickaxe. You know, I have morals. I have standards, and I'm not going to make compromises and do the audacity of buying a wooden pickaxe. I can't have that. And I got the kill for some reason. I don't know what happened. I guess he fell into the void or something like that. Maybe it was because of the block zapper, but you know, once again, accountability. We're not going to give the accountability for the block zapper for taking any credits. We all know that I did all the hard work in that fight, and none of it was because of the block zapper. I think this aqua guy, he thinks you're safe up there. Nope, I'm gonna. You think you're safe on the bridge that you built over here, all high and mighty with the high ground. Nope. Nope, I can just block zapper your hopes and dreams away. What? That's amazing. He's like, what in tarnation kind of hack client baritone stuff that you... Okay, that's not good. My bed is destroyed. That is not very good. He wants to know. Oh my gosh, that was scary. That was scary. I should not be on this precarious bridge. We're actually just gonna go over here. This is a very bad idea. So this is my make or break, my ride or die. Aqua team, okay, never mind. Yellow team stood absolutely no chance in fighting Aqua team. We're gonna go. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is bad news. The bad news bears have come in. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. Please don't fireball me. Oh, that was scary. That was scary. Please just block this off. I don't want anybody coming up here. This is my private spot. I'm gonna be up here, and you guys can fight. Get Aqua's bed. Aqua still has a bed. I probably should have fireballed him off. No, don't go for me. What are you doing? Why do you do this? And it is all falling apart. I think we know who the winner is now. Yep, and it all falls apart. I should have fireballed him when he was on the bridge. I don't even remotely know what I'm doing. So what have we learned? Well, the block zapper item is a complete scam. Never use it. Honestly, it should be entirely removed. We all know that it was the sole reason why I lost those 3 games. Not a skill issue in any way, shape, or form. It was distracting me, and you know, I did the science, I did the research, and all conclusions that can be concluded were that it was the entirety of the block zapper's fault. You know, like I said, all about that accountability. But anyways, if you enjoyed, then feel free to leave this video a like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I'm gonna go off now and not use the block zapper. It's totally useless, like I said, and you shouldn't use it either because it's totally useless. No need to be redundant in my statements. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.